So welcome everyone, welcome to Switzerland. I'm actually on my family holiday and on my way to Italy, and this is the stopover. It's the same campground as where we stayed last year, but it's a ridiculously good environment here. And I was just walking around the lake here when I noticed some beautiful light on the horizon, so I was trying to catch that shot, but the minute I got it, I looked around and saw a wide angle shot on the other side. And while I was shooting it, something really strange happened. I made a quick clip of it actually, but the mountain wall that's on the other side here completely turned red, and I noticed it a little bit too late, so I tried to get a couple of shots with those boats in the foreground and that lit up mountainside in the back, but I don't know if they worked. I just was a little bit too late. But then what actually caught my eye the most, and that's why I got a big white big bird eye here out of the bag. On top of those mountains there's just one little peak peeking through a gap in the clouds with a little bit of mist rolling over these hills there, and it just looks fantastic. So that's why I got the 150 to 400, the last light hitting the peak of that mountain there. I just hope that worked out. So I'm only here for one full day, so we just arrived here this afternoon, unpacked our stuff, got the kids to bed, had something to eat, and then about 15 minutes before sunset I was out here trying to catch some nice photos here. But what an amazing place. Hopefully tomorrow there will be some more pictures. There is some fog predicted, and my wife allowed me to go out tomorrow morning. So that's really nice. I'm just going to look around, see what we can find. But at the moment, back in Switzerland, a fantastic place. I'm in Interlaken, if you're wondering where I am, and I think this is called the Thuner See. And the water is just, when we drove here, ridiculously blue. So much opportunities here for photography. It's just going to be amazing. And after one day we are passing on to Italy, and the weather isn't looking that good. So it is a family trip, so I don't know if there's going to be much photography, but when the kids are in bed or maybe in the very early mornings, I will be out here looking for some images. So I will take you along with me, and I hope it's going to deliver some good results. So these are the results that I just took here of this sea here, and hopefully they all worked out the way I had it in my mind. So I scanned this whole area here just next to the lake, and maybe that's not for now, but I have tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening to take some more shots right over here. And I was just looking at some nice potentially wide angle positions here, and there is a beautiful lookout point here. There's one a little bit higher up the hill here, and some rocks, some foreground with trees. So there is potential, but it is difficult. And when there's fog pronounced tomorrow, and if it's going to be there, this is not what I'm going to be looking for. I think I'm going to have to look for some more intimate shots, you know. yeah, I have no idea yet, but we will see tomorrow morning. But what I'm actually gonna do now is that last year I took this shot that you see up here, and it's actually a composite of two images that I blended together with the white, the yellow line didn't completely fill the frame. So I blended two shots together and got this shot. You can see it in an editing tutorial video that I put up here, how I did it. But the minute I got home, I showed this image to one of my fellow OM System ambassadors. And he immediately said to me, why didn't you use live composite? And I was like, yeah, why didn't you use live composite? And that's why I want to go back to this place tonight. It's going to be nice weather, it's going to be dark, clear skies, beautiful clouds in the background there for some interest. And I'm going to see if I can do this image again, but then just a slightly bit better than the one from last year. So I'm here in the exact spot as where I shot last year's video. And it's actually quite difficult to get this live composite because I need one exposure without cars, and that is really, really difficult. So I managed to get one, but that exposure wasn't quite okay, and there is traffic coming by all the time now, so I can't get the exposure that I wanted. And right now there is a thunderstorm rolling in with a lot of noise, and I actually think that the idea is better to go back home. So if this shot has worked, this first live composite, and I'll show you in a other tutorial how I use this, but it's more difficult than I thought it would be. So especially that getting that dark shot without any lights in it in this location is pretty difficult. You know, if you're light painting and you're just shooting a dark frame, before you start light painting, it's no problem. But here I need those cars to disappear. And you can hear the thunder up here. So I'm actually gonna wrap my stuff together before I'm gonna get soaking wet before the rain, get back to the holiday home, and hopefully tomorrow I will just have some lovely conditions to do some photography again. But if this live composite worked out, then this is the shot. So I'm actually quite surprised by this result with the live composite function. And the funny thing is, if you put the live composite version and the normal version that I shot with a 60-second exposure just right next to each other, it's just totally different images. And I don't know, I can't even compare the two images, you know, they are so different that I can't say I like one above the other. If I have to be honest, I think in the live composite version I like the light on the rocks and the lights in the background and the sky. And in the 60-second version, I like those stripes in the road. And it might be on a different day that there would have been more red in this line on the road also. But the biggest problem that I had was that there was much more traffic coming towards me than there was going away from me. So yeah, live composite, a really nice feature to play around with. And if you don't know what it is, it's actually a live bulb feature. If I activate the live bulb mode on my OM-1 camera, but lots of Olympus/OM-1 cameras have this function. What actually happens is you take one shot of a normal exposure and the camera remembers that normal exposure that you've took, so foreground, background, everything, and the only thing it adds, it's changing light. So this feature is perfect for light painting, photographs like this. For example, a fair, how do you call that? Yeah, an amusement park with all kinds of lights. But what I also tried it on is, for example, a giant thunderstorm. And you will see that in a couple of weeks in Italy, that I did a live composite of 8 60-second shots. And it just keeps adding all those flashes into the shot. And that's what happened here. It kept adding all those lights into the image. And what you're seeing here is a live composite. And I think it's 6 images of 60 seconds. And every time a light changes, it's added in this image. So really nice feature to play around with. I will make a bit of a tutorial in another video. I will put a link up here to the video of the right version, the 60-second exposure. And you can see how I edited that image. And yeah, I think I will end this video here from Switzerland. I have far too much material from Switzerland to make one video of it. It would be a 35 or 40-minute video, and I think that won't be good. So I'll end this video here, and this Sunday is going to be an epic video from Switzerland. So make sure to check out that video that's coming this Sunday. If you haven't subscribed, please push that subscribe button. You will get a message when I release that video and all the other videos. It's totally free. And please push that thumbs up button and leave a comment if you like the video. You will massively help this channel. And yeah, I really, really appreciate it. So hope to see you this Sunday. See you then. Bye bye.